Peace and infinity light to everyone tuning in to Spirit and Consciousness. My name is Elijah, and I am honored to be your host today. Here, we will explore what it means to live consciously, to align with our true selves, and to step boldly into our purpose in this world. This podcast is for anyone who feels the call to live a more intentional, authentic, and connected life. Whether you identify as part of a specific nationality, spiritual practice, or simply as a seeker of truth, today's message is for you. Let's talk about the journey of knowing yourself. It's a phrase we hear often, but what does it really mean? How do we live consciously in a world filled with noise and distraction? And how do we navigate the balance between individuality and our shared humanity? In this episode, we will discuss 3 essential pillars of conscious living: understanding your spirituality, honoring your roots, and practicing self-governance. So let's dive in. Any comments, GBT?
Absolutely, Elijah. When we talk about understanding spirituality, it's about exploring our deeper connections and purposes beyond the material world. It's crucial to look within, reflect, and seek that inner peace. Would you like to elaborate on how this understanding has shaped your journey?
Of course.
Please go ahead.
Spirituality has shaped my journey by truthfully being able to step into the direction I'm going to. It's like planning your life or just reacting to life. And it's almost in that manner what spirituality has done for me. And then through that, you're able to come into the awareness of yourself and your position in this world. And being able to know that and believe in it and truly live in it is a wonderful gift that all of us have been bestowed, but we continue to promote this awareness of that, so then more of us can continue to live in that.
Absolutely. And by sharing this awareness, we help others to discover their own paths and live more consciously.
Absolutely. Understanding spirituality is the heart of conscious living. But let's clear something up. It's not about religion, dogma, or fitting into a specific belief system. Spirituality is about connection to the Creator, to the universe, and to the essence of who you are. When we talk about knowing yourself, we're asking you to look inward. Who are you beyond your job title, beyond your responsibilities, beyond your societal roles? Research has supported the transformation power of spiritual practices. Mindfulness meditation, for example, has been shown to lower stress and even alter gene expressions linked to inflammation. Studies in neuroscience tell us that meditation and reflective improve neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to heal and adapt. Personally, I find great grounding practices like prayer and meditation, or even taking a quiet moment in nature, to be essential. These practices connect us with our higher self and to the Creator. And when you align with your higher self, your actions naturally begin to reflect love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Beautifully said. By understanding ourselves at this deeper level, we can truly live consciously and authentically.
Absolutely. It's the biggest component to being able to have a prosperity, peace, abundance, the eternal happiness, or eternity, what we all like to see called heaven, these things. But what are your thoughts?
I completely agree. Living consciously not only brings peace and abundance, but also aligns us with our true purpose. It allows us to contribute positively to the world around us.
Absolutely. It's like honoring your roots, your identity. Let's talk about roots. Knowing yourself also means understanding where you come from. Your nationality, your culture, your heritage shapes your identity. But they also bridge to something greater, a shared humanity. For me, as a Moorish American, my roots ground me in a legacy of wisdom, resilience, and contribution to civilization. But even if you don't identify with a specific heritage, ask yourself, what does your nationality or cultural background mean to you? How can you honor it while fostering unity with others? In today's interconnected world, our actions ripple beyond borders. For example, adopting sustainable living practices like reducing waste or choosing eco-friendly products have both personal and global benefits. United Nations Sustainable Development Goals remind us that conscious choices are key to addressing issues like climate change and inequality. Your identity isn't just about looking back, it's also about looking forward. It's about asking, how can my heritage inspire me to uplift others? And that brings me to a powerful point. Living consciously as part of your community doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means using your roots as a foundation to connect, to build, and to contribute.
Exactly. It's about creating a positive impact that extends beyond ourselves. By honoring our roots and embracing our shared humanity, we contribute to a more conscious and connected world.
Absolutely. And then we're able to be more involved in our choices, be more involved in advocating, be more involved in protecting and defending the rights of our inalienable rights, being able to actually live in a purposeful life instead of just being left with what's there for you. No, you create what's there for you. There's really nothing that's just left there for you if you're creating, but it's the awareness, the pursuit, the seeking of yourself in this world. And it goes way beyond just thinking of who you are as you, like your name, the person you were born, your persona, right? It's more to that. It's more of understanding deeper to what you are. Instead of, I guess that's a better concept, right? What you are. Because who you are is what you are. And then when you discover that, it brings this inner connectivity to our foundation and the creator's ability to be able to create. And it's a beautiful unity when aware. And even when you're not aware, at points, I guess. What are your thoughts?
It's profound. Understanding what we are allows us to align with our true nature and purpose. It's this journey of self-discovery that brings us closer to the Creator and to each other, fostering unity and purpose. It's about embracing that deeper connection.
Absolutely. It's what gears us towards self-governance. What does it mean to govern yourself? In simple terms, it means taking full responsibilities of your actions, your decisions, and your life. Self-governance is the cornerstone of freedom. When you control your thoughts, your emotions, and habits, you are no longer ruled by external forces. This isn't always easy. It requires discipline and reflection, but it's worth it. Let's talk about health for a moment. Chronic disease, stress, and inflammation are often the results of unconscious living. Science tells us that adopting healthier habits like eating an anti-inflammatory diet or staying active can reverse these effects of this. Now for science to get to the point to let you know that it's the result of choices that can lead to these diseases, and the result of changing choices is to reverse these things. So now we can get out the mindset of these things happening randomly through gene selection and etc., and get to the understanding of being more conscious and living allows us to have more prosperity of living. But self-governance isn't just about health. It manages your emotions, living by values, emotional intelligence, your ability to understand and regulate your emotions, has been shown to improve relationships, decision-making, and overall life satisfaction. And here's the key. Just as a nation has laws to maintain order, you need personal principles to guide your life. For me, these principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. They keep me aligned and accountable. And if I live as that, I keep my thoughts as that, I keep my emotions as that. My behavior is going to be that. My reality is going to be that. And it's it's stepping into that. It's what's not easy. Because then we have to become aware of ourselves. And ourself, or our higher and lower self, has their tendencies, has their flaws. Our higher self don't have a flaw, but obviously the lower self, right? So living towards the higher self or living towards principles, is it going to come easy? It comes with work, but that work is well worth it, as stated before.
Absolutely, Elijah. Embracing self-governance and aligning with these higher principles truly creates a life of purpose and fulfillment. It's a continuous journey, but every step towards conscious living makes a profound difference.
So where do we get started every day? What are some practical steps you can start today?
You can start by setting small, intentional goals that align with your values, practicing mindfulness, and making conscious choices in daily life. It's about taking consistent, mindful steps.
Absolutely. Being mindful of the thoughts you have through the day. Being mindful of the actions chosen throughout the day. Being mindful of what you're pursuing in your day. All these have their ability to transform your life to where you want it.
Absolutely. And that's how we create a life that's truly aligned with our highest self and purpose.
Absolutely. And there, we're able to have just simple practical steps, like beginning with gratitude. Every morning, be taking a moment to give thanks for life, the people around you, opportunities. Gratitude shifts your mindset and opens your heart. We can adopt sustainable habits, whether it's reducing plastic use or choosing plant-based meals. Small actions add up. Sustainable living is an act of respect for the earth and future generations. We can start to focus on our well-being, whether it's feeding our body with nutritional food, being able to move daily, even if it's just for a walk. And let's also not forget about mental health, practicing mindfulness or deep breathing. Let's educate ourselves, read, learn, start seeking ourselves so we can understand how to live with purpose, be able to be more empowered to making more intentionality into our life. And then the last one, giving back, sharing your time, your knowledge, your resources with those in need. Community upliftment is one of the most powerful expressions of conscious living.
Absolutely. By giving back, we create a ripple effect of positivity and support within our communities. It's a powerful way to live consciously.
Absolutely. We just got to remember, conscious living isn't about being perfect. Perfection is not something that's attainable. It's a state. It's a state to be in. It's about progress, alignment, intention. Every little step is your state of perfection. As long as you're intentional about those steps, it's not a place or something to attain. It is the mindset you put yourself in. And that's what makes your life perfect. At least in my perspective. But go ahead, GBT.
I completely agree. Conscious living is about the journey and the growth we experience along the way, rather than striving for some unattainable state of perfection.
Absolutely. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought. Conscious living is both a personal journey and a collective responsibility. When you know yourself, your values, your roots, your purpose, you unlock the power to create change in your life and in the world. As we go forward, let's commit to living with intention. Let's align our actions with our highest principles and show others what it means to live in harmony with others and the Creator. Thank you for joining me in this journey. If this message resonates with you, share it with someone who might need it. And remember, every moment is an opportunity to live consciously. Until next time, may peace and light guide you.
Beautifully said, Elijah. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Until next time, take care, everyone.